give you a brief rundown as to what Runderground is. I took on the challenge to run to every station that features on the London Tube map.
I ran every tube line on the London Underground network.
So today is the 1st of December, which is also the first day that we are doing the London Overground, which is absolutely nuts to think about. But here's the thing, I said I was going to do it, and yeah, we're doing it, so here we are. Hi everyone, welcome back to day 23 of Runderground. My name is Matt, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Matt, and I'm running every line and station that features on the London Tube map. Why? I don't know. Anyway, as you can see right now, I am at Stratford, and the goal is to finish at Willesden Junction. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. As usual, I'm going to get the route sorted, and then we shall get started. Right, I know that intro. I've done better intros. It has been a long time. Let's go. Alrighty, the first day of the London Overground. First of many, whatever. Okay, London Overground, let's have you. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! For those that aren't familiar, the London Overground is a suburban rail network serving most boroughs of London, including Watford in Hertfordshire. There are a total of 112 stations and a track length of 167 kilometres. So, how do I tackle this? Well, I was splitting the Overground into 9 sections, each being around 20 to 30 kilometres long. For today's video, we're starting at Stratford, finishing over at Willesden Junction. In the meantime I've taken to read all of this, I finally made it to HACKNEY WICK, one of the newer station developments on the London Overground. The more you know. So we're passing near a disused station that was Victoria Park. Now Victoria Park station has obviously closed. Speaking of Victoria Park, we are literally at the station gates now. What is worth noting is that Victoria Park, there used to be a line that connected to Bow Church with an intermediate station at Old Ford. Now that line has obviously been taken out of use, but at one point they were planning on bringing that line back into use as part of the DLR that would go over to Hackney. Nice little bit of real trivia for you. HOMERTON station. So we've got 19.5 kilometres remaining. Hackney Central. It's pretty busy, so let's keep it moving. So here we are at Dalston, Kingsland. It's actually really cool to go through the market there. I need to go there sometime, that's really cool. We're running adjacent to the Overground. Well, right now, you can probably hear it. But what are my thoughts so far? I've noticed that the distance between the stations are a little bit further, but I feel like as if there's a greater sense of community. I don't know how to explain it. There's just a lot of... I just feel there's a lot of community. That's the only words I can use to explain it. CANONBURY station. That was actually a nice little bit there. Pretty quiet. I'm going to make the most out of this for now because we're going to be heading over to HIGHBURY and ISLINGTON, which is maybe not so quiet. So we've got the old HIGHBURY entrance, and here we are at HIGHBURY and ISLINGTON. Here we are at Caledonian Road and BRONDESBURY. I know that there is a bit of a gap from here to Camden Road Station, but there is a reason for that, and I'm going to explain that to you right now. If you've ever travelled on this section of the Overground from Caledonian Road and Barnesbury to Camden Road, you know that there is a remarkable distance between the two. It's because there used to be a station in the centre called Maiden Lane Station. This station did close in 1917 due to falling passenger numbers. So where I am is the location of the disused station. Now, it is worth noting that they were planning on reopening York Road Station on the Piccadilly line, but they may be too expensive and it just might not be feasible. However, what may be feasible is reintroducing the station back onto the Overground. We'll see. That's why I'm running it now. I'm future-proofing it. 11.4 kilometres have elapsed. We've got 11.4 kilometres remaining, which means we're a quarter of the way. No, halfway, which is really good. So, if we can keep this up, well, I imagine by the time I get to Willesden Junction, it is going to be pretty dark. Now we just got to Camden Road. Now it's no secret that it did actually used to be called Camden Town Station, like the tube station. Quick side note as well, if you don't know who this artist is, Rena, where have you been?
Should we just do like a nude lip vibe for today? Yeah.
She actually used to grow up in this area, like around like Kentish Town, like Camden sort of area. Sawayama was robbed at the Grammys. This little thing in front of us was going to be a cinema, but it's just laid defunct for however many years now, and nothing has still happened to it. There were big developments. It was going to be this big cinema complex, and it's just still ordered up.
He told he was like, yeah, but also we break up this.
Kentish Town West. Boom. Back in 2018, I used to live between Kentish Town West and Gospel Oak. So it does feel weird to come back to areas where you used to live. It's the same sentiment I had from when I used to live over in Ealing. I feel the same here. It's just strange coming back. Just got to Gospel Oak. I do really like this little mosaic outside the station. Very cute. I didn't really document too much between Kentish Town West and here. I'm very sorry. We're heading over to HAMPSTEAD Heath, which I believe this part takes us through HAMPSTEAD Heath. Very good. HAMPSTEAD Heath. Tick. And then next is, I believe it's Finchley Road and Frognal. That's next. It is so peaceful out here. It is beautiful. So Finchley Road and Frognal, where it's a lot louder. So we're heading over to West Hampstead along the same way that we took before when we did the Jubilee and Metropolitan line. That bit always feels a bit dingy, not gonna lie. I just need to take a moment to say that I adore what I do, and I'm so grateful for the people who stop and say hello to me, people who want to share the stories, people who take interest in what I do, for everything. I'm genuinely appreciative of people who stop and say hello, and there's sometimes, especially with this year where we feel like the most isolated from other people, you can still speak to a total stranger and still feel that connection. Like it's just a very humble feeling. I feel very, very humble. So we just popped out at West Hampstead, the new station building, and we've also got the old station building just here. Brondesbury. I kept on wanting to call it Bloomsbury. Why the hell was I thinking about bread? Brondesbury Park. Now we've only got two stations left. We've got Kensal Rise and Willesden Junction, and then that is it for today. We've got just under 3 kilometres remaining, and I'm hoping to get this wrapped up before 4 o'clock so that I don't get charged for peak. Right now it is shortly after 3:30. It's already getting dark. I hate dark nights. I hate them so much. CANONBURY, which means we only have one station left, which is Willesden Junction, and that will wrap it up for us today. We've got 1.86 kilometers remaining, and it's getting dark. As we're coming towards Willesden Junction, there is a thing which I always do in most of my videos. Today I completely forgot to do it. Parkrun watch. If you're not familiar with my videos, I like doing a thing called Parkrun watch, which is where I shout out local parkruns that are close to local stations. Now, if you're not familiar what Parkrun is a free community-led 5k event that takes place every Saturday at 9 o'clock. The events are currently suspended due to the global pandemic, however, they should hopefully be returning sometime in 2021. Can't believe I forgot that. What is wrong with me?
Exactly.
Cool. So here we are, Willesden Junction. First day of the Overground complete. You know what, I'm really happy with how that went. That was rather pleasant. It's good to finally get back into the swing of it, because it has been a rather long time. So that is the first day of the London Overground completed. The future is bright, the future is orange. You want to see more data of my run today, check out my Strava down below. But that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Runderground. If you want to see content like this more often, please do subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every single Friday. And if you did enjoy this video, do give it a big like. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you next week for Underground. See ya. Yes.